Gary Soto was born in 1952 and grew up in Barrio and Fresno, California. He likes to write about specific details from his memories of growing up. That's why his poems or short stories and novels capture the vivid details of everyday life. Although much of his writing is specific to Barrio, the experiences he writes about connect to people from all over the United States of America. I'll be reading one of his poems called Oranges. The first time I walked with a girl, I was 12, cold and weighted down with two oranges in my jacket. December, frost cracking beneath my steps, my breath. Before me, then gone. As I walked toward her house, the one whose porch light burned yellow, night and day, in any weather, dog barked at me, until she came out pulling at her gloves, face bright with rouge. I smiled, touched her shoulder, and led her down the street, across a used bar lot and a line of newly planted trees. Until we were breathing before a drugstore, we entered the tiny bell, bringing a sales lady down a narrow aisle of goods. I turned to the candies, teared like bleachers, and asked what she wanted. Light in her eyes, a smile, starting at the corners of her mouth. I fingered a nickel in my pocket, and when she lifted a chocolate that cost a dime, I didn't say anything. I took the nickel from my pocket, then an orange, and set them quietly on the counter. When I looked up, the lady's eyes met mine, and held them, knowing very well what was all about. Outside, a few cars hissing past, fog hanging like old coats between the trees. I took my girl's hand in mine for 2 blocks, then released it to let her unwrap the chocolate. I peeled my orange that was so bright against the gray of December that from some distance someone might have thought I was making a fire in my hand.